Hi, this is Karen Gaines, your nonprofit finance guide, and today we're going to talk about creating a report that lists all of your donors, their addresses, and the amount they've given over a specified period of time. So let's get started. Okay, so I have a QuickBooks company open. This is actually a fake company, a sample company. I don't want to use any real clients to demonstrate this because I don't want to display any sensitive information. But the process, the concept is just the same. Okay, so at the beginning, for each year, if you are a 501c3, you are required to send each donor a letter that lists what they've given for that period. Okay, so in January of 2025, you are going to have to mail out to your donors a list of what they've given for the 2024 year. Okay, and last week I talked about how to enter donor information into QuickBooks. And now this week I'm going to show you how to create the list. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Sales and then go to Invoices. Or actually, yeah, you're going to want to go to Customers. Okay, once you are at the Customers screen, you're going to want to export this report. Okay, pull it up. Okay, so now you have a list of all of your customers, or in your case, it would be a list of all donors. It's everyone who's made a donation. And it has their name, street address, zip code, everything you need to mail them their letter. But what's missing is the amount that they donated for the year. This column shows the open balance, but we don't need the open balance. We need the donated amount, or the amount they paid. Okay, so let's get that amount. So I'm actually gonna, there, that's better. And then I'm gonna just get rid of this open balance here. And the attachments while I'm at it. And customer type, I really don't need that. Okay, so let's go back to QuickBooks. Okay, so we're back to QuickBooks. So now we want to get the amount that was paid / donated for the year. So you go to your reports, and then you scroll down and you go to the sales and customers report, or sales and customers section, and you want to select the sales by customer summary. You want to make sure your date range is accurate. So when you're doing this in January, you're going to want to run this January through the end of the year, which would be December 31st. And you'll want to run it on a cash basis. Run it on a cash basis as well. If you are on a accrual basis, because you could have donors make pledges to you, but they've not actually paid anything to you. And making a pledge and actually making a donation is different. You are going to want to report on what they actually paid. Okay, run report. So we have our list of what everyone has paid. All right. Again, this is a landscaping business, but for you, it's going to be a nonprofit. Okay, so we're going to export this report in Excel. Open it up. Okay, so now we have our list of donors, and what we want to do is okay, so we want this list, we want the amounts that are in this spreadsheet to essentially go on this spreadsheet. Okay, we'll call this donations made. All right, so what we're gonna want to do, you have two options. I mean, you can manually key these in one by one, but if you have a big list, that's gonna take a lot of time. So we're gonna do the VLOOKUP formula. And let's go ahead and fix this. There we go. Go ahead. Okay, so we're going to do our VLOOKUP. And you're going to want to click the function button, click VLOOKUP, click OK. VLOOKUP value, you want to go to the name of the vendor or the person. And then table array, click this little upward arrow button, go to your other spreadsheet, and you're going to want to highlight the donation, the information here. And then in the column index number, you want to put number 2, and that 2 stands for column 1, column 2 is where the donations are. That is this is telling Excel, hey, I'm going to pull the information from column 2 from this spreadsheet. And then in the range lookup, you want to enter in false. And click OK. And you're going to want to drag this all the way down. And you have all of your information. Okay. So next up, you want to copy this whole thing. Copy, paste special, values. So you just have numbers. I'm going to click the back key for a second. Because if you just leave this as is, it's going to keep this formula in place, and it's going to eventually mess your numbers up. Okay. Now you have all of these NAs in here. Okay, so what that means is either they did not make a donation, or maybe they made a pledge and haven't paid the amount yet, or maybe their account was just created and they never paid anything. But what I like to do is just go through a few of these just to make sure, it's legit and that QuickBooks did not do something goofy. And I do the same thing in the donations section as well. I spot check a few of these just to make sure it's correct. Okay, I'm just kind of anal like that. So the next step would be to remove all of your NAs. And then, again, review the donations made. You see there's something weird going on up here. It's a negative number. You would want to research that. For demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and just delete it. Okay, I'm going to remove the filters. And now you have your list of donors, their address, city, state, zip code, and the donation they made for the year. And you can use this, of course, use this as your mailing list. You don't really need their phone or email unless you're going to email this to them as well. Then, keep that there. We're just going to assume that all of the donations are in the U.S. And that's it. And you have your information. This was a lot of steps. If you have an easier way of doing this, let me know. But I just do not find in QuickBooks anywhere where you can just run a report and it just gives you a list, kind of just like this. All right. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. Let me know what you all think. Let me know if you have any questions. If you're watching by YouTube, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching to the end, and have a great day.